Hello everybody, BrioS here. Today I have for you a mech I bought quite some time back, and if you recognize the beautiful pattern around the cockpit and the initials LK, you will know that this is the Legend Killer, the hero mech for the Rifleman, which is a 60-ton inner sphere mech. And being a hero mech gives you 30% CB bonus and a really unique pattern. I really like the pattern a lot. I added the eyes, I hope you like it. And it is a pretty interesting mech because the Legend Killer has awesome quirks for the LB10s, which you see in the arms here. You can recognize through the holes. And that is a good thing obviously, but it's also a bad thing because it limits your build variety. So most effective Legend Killer builds use the twin LB10s in the arms. And if we look at MechLab, this is no different. We have two LB10Xs in the arms with 6 tons of ammunition, 4 ER small lasers for backup and a bit of pinpoint damage, and a light fusion 250 engine for a speed of 67.5. I'm not confident in the hitboxes of the Rifleman, so I'm not running XL, but if you ran an XL you can go faster or have more heatsinks. And why are the LB10s so iconic to the Legend Killer? That's because the Legend Killer has a ballistic cooldown of 10%, a LB10X cooldown of 10%, and that gives it 20% cooldown for the LB10Xs. And if you include the skills, I am running a full 12% cooldown for skills. That makes the LB10s have a net cooldown bonus of minus 32%. That means they fire 1/3 faster than any other weapons. So that is a really fast firing, deadly sandpaper effect on the enemy. And that basically wrecks a lot of people. The problem is, it gives you a lot of face time. You have to face the enemy as you keep pumping rounds into them. So you can take quite a bit of damage. And that's why I am not running XL, because I am not confident in the defensive capabilities of this mech. But if you run XL, you can go a lot faster. And as you get down to the skills, with Firepower 3 as I mentioned, I am running full 12% cooldown. As I mentioned earlier, 6% heat reduction, 11% range, and a inconsequential 3% velocity boost, and that's 40 SPs. For survival, the Legend Killer has pretty good structure quirks, so I want to maximize that. Hence, 19 SPs into the survival tree, giving me a 26.4% structure bonus to magnify the quirks, and a bit of armor bonus, 7.2%. That helps just a bit. With the Legend Killer, you have quite okay mobility, so you want to maximize it so you can move around, keep firing, and move away. So 13 SPs in mobility gives me the XL bonus of 10.5, DCL bonus of 14%, and a turn rate of 24. And as I go back to Firepower, with the dual LB10s firing with a 32% cooldown bonus, you want to have magazine capacity. So getting 2 nodes, I forgot to mention that, to increase the magazine capacity, and even in quick play you tend to run out of ammunition. So gotta be careful. And being LBs, I also neglected to mention, LB spread nodes are really important, and they gives you a 10% LB spread reduction, making the rounds hit that much better. As we go to operations, my standard 3 of 13 here for the 5 nodes of heat containment, increasing the heat capacity, and 6 nodes for artillery strikes. No cool shots even though it can run hot firing so often, but trying to maximize the firepower on this build. So that's it. That's the beautiful Legend Killer that you see here. I really like the mouth pattern. Whoever did this really did a really good job. So anyway, that's the sandpaper mech of death, and let's get down to some gameplay and I'll show you how effective it can be post PSR reset. So it's about a week since reset, so skill disparity is still there. So you'll see quite a bit of damage, but be careful. Soon everybody will settle down and I can't wait for that to happen. So let's go. So here we have the Legend Killer dropping on Tourmaline Desert, and game mode is domination, so we're gonna try to find a nice spot for everybody to ball up together, and then we can make some calls, maybe an Echo 5 or something. And one of the things you can do with this Legend Killer is actually use the long range of the LB10s for some suppressive fire, because you can fire rapidly, and when you hit the enemy in the face, they get a bit irritated and they do slow down or pull back. And that allows your team to get into a great position from the start, because nobody likes some LB pellets to the face. Form up on the Assault's Echo 5. There is an Assault Alpha in Gulf 7. So maybe a light mech can just check it out. Is it alone? Never mind. Enough talking. Legend Killer, yep. I forgot I bought this quite some time back. Lerms coming from Fox 4. So some friendly fire hitting this Highlander, that's why he turned around. Kind of intentional team damage. Kind of curious, but lots of Lerms strike ready. Lots of Lerms coming from this area, so we're gonna move up on it. One assault there. Echo 4, we got an assault isolated. Otherwise they're under the circle. He seems alone. So Stormcrow appears. Gonna take point. Take Echo 5. Yeah, gonna take point here, trying to get a nice position up front. Closer you are, the less spread there is on your LBs. But don't really want to be too close because even in the structure quirks, Legend Killers are not that tanky. And with the LBs, you need a lot of face time to keep pumping rounds into them. So that is a problem. So Atlas on my right, I'm gonna move up with them. Check map guys, we are spreading out. My left is exposed, so I'm gonna move to the right later. But can't resist these targets. This guy's oblivious. Golf in the open. Yeah, this Stormcrow oblivious takes lots of damage. Echo 6 Golf. Fox 5, Fox 6, 1 heavy at least. Looks like a nice spot to move up here, and as the assaults on my right are pushing. Delta, good work guys. Gonna try flank Delta here. 1-1 right now. I think he's facing the wrong way, so gonna quickly pump rounds into his rear. Easy kill. Good work assaults. Alpha, he's in the open. If you have Lerms, he's a nice target. Don't go into Death Valley. Fox 6 guys. Yeah, Death Valley is always a trap. Stay together, don't go there unless you have speed. Gonna move up to Echo 6 here. Catch all these people. Keep pumping rounds into Juliet here, this Orion. Use the fast cooldown to keep pumping rounds into all the enemies. Confusing them. Dropping a strike. Doing some damage and also blocking the right side from moving up. Strikes are also good for denying area. Heat is building up because of the rapid firing LBs. Time to use a cool shot, I think. Nah, I think I'll just redeploy. Using this terrain on the right for cover. Always be aware of cover around you so you can use it to fall back. Slowly grind him. Yes, slowly, a bit more cautiously. Don't really want to YOLO in front. Juliet, Orion. I do like brawling, but don't really want to die in the front alone. Left torso, Juliet. Just defend, let him come. So always call out targets and their called locations. Juliet is one shot. Good one. India Nix, CT. Mad Dog. That Mad Dog's in trouble. Hurt bad, he needs cover. But my Marauder's charging him. But I have a good spot to shoot over him. And I get the kill. Solo kill. Advance into Echo 6, follow our Marauder. Time to push. Marauder's really aggressive, so gonna back him up here. Cover his right as he turns left. So be aware of your friends where they're moving. Be aware of possible threat areas. But I think they've abandoned this spot. Sometimes it pays to cover the flanks rather than follow the team because you don't want a big guy shooting you in the rear. Alright, looks as though they are Echo 5 guys moving together. Come assaults. So giving the team some direction. Atlas, you get the tank. We got a Supernova. He will learn. Yeah, because we seem to be facing everywhere earlier. Yeah, watch out for Echo 5. So taking the left to cover the right side. Gonna let the assaults move up. Oops, terrain. I'm still pretty fresh, surprisingly. Where are they? Haven't taken much damage, but finally found them. I found Echo. So being fresh, I'm gonna charge him. This is called armor sharing. You know, the rest could be hurt for all you know. But if you look at my paper doll, I can take damage. And this mech does best close up. Watch our rear, there should be assaults in our rear. So watch it. Yeah, warning the team because communications always helps. Oh, I found one. Yeah, they're actually waiting for us. Oh, Marauder YOLOing. He's chewed up a lot of damage. I don't know if this Marauder can survive. So I'm gonna give him as much support as I can. Overriding, soaking the heat damage because I have structure quirks. Getting that kill. But for the win. Structure quirks absorbing all the heat as you can see. And this mech with the skills has a lot of structure. So this guy is all alone trying to get the damage. Picks me out, but and that's how it's done. Well done. Not enough. Ooh, I've taken lots of heat damage. Okay, not much, but very hot. With the structure quirks of the Legend Killer boosted by the skills, you can actually absorb quite a lot of heat damage. So, last one's a DC. Yeah, last one's a DC, so let's just fast forward to the end screen. As you could see from this match with the dual LBs, firing fast and the 4 ER smalls for pinpoint damage, you can do quite a lot of damage. And that of course will generate quite a bit of heat, but you can soak it in. But anyway, we're coming up to the last guy. Interestingly enough, it's an Atlas, it's a disconnect Atlas, but it's going around in circles, which is pretty interesting. So there it is, 15 seconds. I'm not fast, this terrain. Oh, there it is, as I said, moving around in circles. Sometimes disconnects happen, but this is pretty rare. But it's always fun and interesting. Running out of time, so don't think I can kill it. No! Almost had him. Look at him dance. So it's a shame I couldn't farm that Atlas because doing damage increases your max score quite a bit actually, and that is a problem. But anyway, with 1107 damage, I can't really complain, especially since I have 4 kills, 2 of them solo, 5 KMDDs. Interestingly enough, only 4 components, that's from the 4 kills I got. And with so much damage, I got a max score of 659, way above the rest. As you could see, there are quite a few double digits, so that will increase my PSR quite a bit. So anyway, let's get down to the next match with this beautiful legend killer. Even though I did a massive amount of damage in the last match, it's not really a good indication of my skill level or the lack of, and that just means I was able to find players who were not able to position themselves nicely and unable to extract themselves from a bad position. In other words, the skill disparity in matches is still really bad, and with the skill levels taking a while to settle, I estimate about 1 to 2 months more, matches like this will continue. But don't pat yourself on the back too much, it just means you found players who didn't play that well. There are a few contexts, Echo 6, Fox 5. As I said, what you can do with this build is actually lay down long range fire. That will actually suppress the enemy a bit, slow them down. Wow, missiles. I hate missiles. Why me all the time? Because I'm standing in the open. Why am I reversing into this? Why is there a rock suddenly here? Excuse me? Yeah. Fox 6, focus there. Echo and friends. Okay, not a good position for me. Lone boats are Echo 6.
He's got me targeted too, so...
Yeah, they got lone boats behind. So even though I positioned badly earlier, I haven't learned my mistake, honestly. So I'm gonna try trade a bit more. That means I'm gonna draw lerms. Yep. Lots of lerms. Oh, come on, mamas. Golf 6 now, mediums. Okay. This is not how you play. Yeah, that was bad trading. CT is already hurting. Now let's just fight. Thankfully I have more spread out. Thankfully I have a bit of speed, so finding this rock covering to hide a bit. Hard cover is always best. So here's their push. Dropping a strike, let's fight. I'm okay on Echo right torso. Making calls so the team knows who I'm shooting. At least I fire fast. And we can focus fire. So with no radar deprivation, I'm gonna get lermed a lot. That's why hard cover is really nice. Why always me? Because so many people to lerm. This guy keeps wanting to learn me. I wonder whether it's because it's I and myself. Kodiak Foxtrot coming out. Yeah, sometimes I feel I get learned a lot because people know about my channel. This is because of my bad position. Yeah, but more likely just my bad positioning and bad choices in life. But anyway. Hotel 6 guys. Assaults in Golf 7. Please head to Hotel 6, Golf 6. Charlie, left torso. Support our Dyer, come on, Golf 7 assault. Yeah, this Dyer is not that fast, he's falling back because the enemy is pushing through the little valley. Oh, wrong side. Bounty Hunter, Golf right torso. Always support the big guys because they're chunky. Converge on him. Yeah, I'm gonna be aggressive now, push forward and flank them from the rear. Like Golf here. Side. So even though we are 2-3 down, we have a positional advantage because we got these two mechs trapped and we're gonna punish them. You show me your ass, that's nice. This Death Strike tries to make a run for it, but yay, I got a kill. Down he goes. Delta, please. So time to be aggressive and move up. Push our positional advantage. Golf 6 guys. Bravo, Trebuchet right torso.
Walk through the base too if you can.
Jake, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm gonna support this Blood Asp and I'm telling him so. Main force Hotel 7. Take out Bravo first. Good shot, Jake. Hotel 7 now. Time to converge. Time to converge. And Alpha is out of position. And he gets taken down. We are turning this around. Yes, we are. Time to push. We have an advantage in numbers now also. Stormcrow tries to run, but the fast LBs is throwing his aim off. He's also caught now. No! Damn it. Damn. I wanted to kill. Yeah, we have this Down goes a Kodiak 9-5. Now we can cap. But I'm sure you all want to kill. At this point, it's just a matter of mop up as we find the last 3, terminate them, and win because we're already up on caps and just a few more points for us to balance it off. So I didn't play that well at the beginning. Took too much learn fire. But I think we're gonna win this. Vector can AMS me to death.
Sums it out.
Wasn't there somebody here? I thought I saw a blip. With the last two being a disconnect and an Arctic cheater running around, let's just fast forward this section for now. And as you notice, I made a bad positioning error at the beginning, but with experience I've played since something like 2013 or so, I'm able to extradite myself. And not everybody has this experience yet because skill disparity is still a real thing, so be aware of that. C6. Oh, that's like really far. Oh, I secured the kill! I got a kill! With the killing of the Arctic cheater, the last one is a disconnect and he never joined the match. So let's just fast forward super fast until we get there. And by the way, in case you don't know, sometimes you are able to drop in 2 matches at the same time. Yep, matchmaker is strange and bizarre. And we call this a ghost drop. And even though you are playing, you've actually dropped in another match. And like the last mech here, it's a disconnected king crab. You could jolly well be in another match. And I feel this is a weird thing. I don't know whether you can fix this PGI, but this will affect your PSR vastly, I think, because in this match you'll obviously be bottom of the whole bunch of 24 players, and that will give him a super high drop in PSR. And some people are really find that really, well, not so nice. Anyway, here we have the king crab, and let's get down to some king crab chewing action. So Sneaky in his flea has actually beat me to him, so he wants a headshot, I'll let him have it. Oh, there's still a head.
Maybe not.
Different kind of head. I'll just farm some damage. Go for the head, Sneaky, I'll just farm damage here. So here's something pretty interesting. As you can see, I'm pumping lots of LB rounds into his left arm, but if you look at the paper doll at the top right, there is minimal damage. So sometimes when mechs disconnect, there is a bit of a hit rate issue. So sadly, Sneaky is trying in his flea to get a headshot, but he just can't register hits on the head. So this match was full of weird situations. But we are able to blow off his left torso. But let's look at the points. Yep, 750 points. We have won on Conquest. And yeah, this match was, like I said, full of weird shenanigans. But it's still a good performance in the Legend Killer. Minimal damage on my part. So let's take a look at the match scores. 902, 2 kills, 2 KMDDs is decent. Lots of C-bills because it's Conquest and it's generally a good performance. With a match score of 565, top of the match.